lot of new players don't know this or simply just did not bother to see that there is an option in the game wherein you can find all the details about modules and other items in the first Descendant, and as well as the possible spot wherein you can get higher chances of getting these items. If you go into your world map and then click the Access Info tab in the upper corner of your screen, you will see all the details you need for enhancement materials, modules, external components, core materials, basic materials, and all the amorphous materials in the game. The only thing not included here are those rare weapons, so you will most likely want to check each mission in the area to see if a specific rare weapon drops in that mission. The weapon classes that are only shown here are those ultimate weapons, and when you click through them, you will see the different components that they need and the best places to get the amorphous materials, and as well as the intercept bosses that you need to go to crack them open. The best part about this menu is all the modules available in the first Descendant are listed, and you can use this information not only to find out where to find them, but also to learn the best possible modules for your Descendants and weapons. In this tab also, you will learn that not all items indicated in the reward list of each mission are the only items that drop in the activity. There are also cases wherein it's not indicated in the reward pool, but it is possible to drop an item in there. Let's take, for example, a skill module named Battlesuit Melting for Sharon. In my opinion, this is one of the best modules in the game right now as it lowers the defenses of enemies, perfect for breaking down void intercept bosses. If you go into your world map, you might see that this skill module is only farmable in a void reactor mission, wherein you need to farm fragments first before you can activate the reactor. The worst part is, it's not a guaranteed drop as other items dilute the reward pool, and you will most likely farm the void fragment multiple times if you are unlucky with the reactor. But if you go into the menu, search for the Battlesuit Melting Round skill module, you will find out that the void reactor is not the only place that you can farm this module. In fact, there are multiple mission options that you can select, and some of these missions only take less than 5 minutes to complete. Instead of doing the two-way farming in the void reactor, you can just spam farm one mission to get a chance of dropping this module, and this will be much easier in my opinion, especially if you are using the best farming Descendant in the game named Bunny. In fact, a good example of this also is the electric transition skill module of Bunny that is also listed in a void reactor mission. It so happens that the ambush point hard mode extermination mission in Sterile Land can drop this skill module, and while farming for tons of Kuiper shards, you will get a chance to drop this skill module at the same time. Aside from the electric transition module, it can also drop venom synthesis, cluster bomb, super senses, cold snap watch, and regenerative braking module. This will definitely save you some time farming skill modules and other rare modules in the game that you need for your Descendants and weapons. In addition, you will also see that some skill modules do drop in void intercept bosses in hard mode, and you will also learn about different external components and what type of set bonuses, and as well as extra modifiers they add to your Descendants. The best part is, you can also learn here all the materials you need for crafting items, and the best farm spot are also listed in the menu. In fact, you can also target farm materials and know how much you already farmed with this menu. Say, for example, I am farming tons of catalysts right now for my builds, and I have targeted all the components here. Instead of going back and forth to the NPC to check my progress and just compress U in my keyboard to see how much of the components I already farmed for the crystallization catalysts. Another thing that I would like to share in this video is about the Combine module feature from the module NPC. This does help me a ton, and I strongly advise that you use this feature. Normally I farm the ambush point in Sterile Land hard mode right now for Kuiper shards, and I also get rewarded with ultimate and skill modules in this mission. Instead of just breaking them down, if I have multiple copies of ultimate, rare, and skill modules, I try to combine 4 skill modules that I don't need, and they always turn out to be a random skill module. For the ultimate version, 4 ultimate modules always turn out also as a random ultimate module, and the same goes with the rare ones. The standard modules are a bit different, and they can sometimes turn into rare modules, but in most cases you will get a random standard module by combining 4 standard modules. By the way, combining skill modules will always turn into skill modules, as these transcendent modules are only for Descendant skills. However, turning an ultimate module will result in either a Descendant mod or a random weapon module mod. The same goes with the other tier of modules in the game. If you have tons of Kuiper shards already, then it's best that you turn some of those modules into something else by using the Combine module feature in the NPC. There are instances that I have turned 4 Real Fighter ultimate modules into mental focus, which is great with my Tamer machine gun. Finally, I would also want to add about 2 specific Descendants that can yield more loot, specifically in outpost and encrypted vault missions. If you are doing an outpost mission, please don't destroy those big container-like materials in the mission. Instead, try to use Sharon and be stealthy. You can deactivate the consoles in this mission to spawn the boss, and if you have successfully disabled them, then you can get additional rewards which you can hit when you scroll down at the end of the mission. I highly recommend you to farm Sharon first, also as this Descendant is really helpful in outpost mission. Leveling the Descendant to 40 will allow you to equip these modules. The best module in here is the skill duration, which prolongs the stealth of Sharon. If you can equip more, then the better, as some of the outpost missions have consoles that are separated further from each other. In the case of encrypted vaults, I highly recommend farming Enzo, as this Descendant also has a special hidden ability in the game. Opening an encrypted vault with this Descendant will make time pass longer and the clock move slower, so you can easily choose the right combination. It may not be that game-changing, but when it comes to farming, it does save time when you don't fail an encrypted vault combination. These are just simple farming tricks that you might not know of or did not bother to use in the game. However, it does help a ton, and I hope that this will make your farming experience in the first Descendant less of a grind. I am investing a lot of time playing the game right now to know all the best routes and farming all the things in the game at the quickest time possible. Once I find a new farming method, I will share it with you so you will benefit from it also. So that's all about it for now. I hope that this video will help you in some way. Before leaving, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more of the first Descendant content. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video. Squad Leader, signing off.